Welcome, dear listener, to another enchanting bedtime tale from Whispered Legends. Tonight, we journey deep into the heart of an enchanted forest, where a magical river flows, whispering secrets to those who dare to listen. Let the calming sounds of the water guide you as we begin our story. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled on the edge of a great forest, lived a curious young girl named Alara. With her bright, inquisitive eyes and adventurous spirit, Alara loved to explore the wonders of the natural world. Her days were filled with wanderings through flower-filled meadows, listening to birds sing, and chasing butterflies under the sun. One day, while walking along the forest's edge, Alara heard a sound she had never heard before. It was a soft, melodic murmur, like a distant lullaby carried by the wind. Intrigued, she turned her steps toward the deeper part of the woods, where the trees grew taller and their leaves whispered secrets to each other in the gentle breeze. As she ventured further, the sound grew clearer, forming a rhythm like a song. It was the sound of a river, winding through the forest's heart. But this was no ordinary river. The villagers spoke of it in hushed tones, saying it was alive with magic, and that those who listened carefully could hear its whispers of stories from long ago, of mysteries untold and wonders unseen. They called it the Whispering River. Alara's feet seemed to move on their own as she followed the sound deeper into the woods. The sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting playful shadows on the ground. She walked until she reached a clearing, and there, glistening under the sunlight, was the river. Its water was crystal clear, reflecting the sky and the surrounding greenery like a mirror. She knelt down by the riverbank and dipped her fingers into the cool, refreshing water. To her astonishment, she heard a soft voice like a whisper carried on the breeze. "Come closer, young traveler. I have stories to share." Startled but intrigued, Alara leaned closer, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. The river's voice grew clearer, almost like a gentle song. "Long ago," it began, "in this very forest, there lived creatures of magic and wonder. Fairies danced in the moonlight, animals spoke in languages unknown to humans, and the trees themselves held ancient wisdom. I, the river, was their keeper." Alara's eyes widened with wonder. "I want to hear more," she whispered back. The river seemed to laugh softly, its waters bubbling gently. "Many have come to seek my stories," it replied, "but only those with a pure heart and a curious mind can truly hear them. Will you stay and listen, young traveler, to the tales of the enchanted woods?" Alara nodded eagerly, sitting cross-legged on a patch of soft moss by the riverbank, ready to hear the magical stories of the Whispering River. The river began its first tale, its voice flowing like a gentle stream. Once, under the light of 2 full moons, the fairies of the forest gathered for a grand celebration. It was a night of joy and music, for they had saved the forest from a terrible drought. The leaves shimmered like silver, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. As the fairies twirled and spun in their silken gowns, the 2 moons above watched over them, their light casting a soft glow across the forest floor. But there was one fairy, Lyriel, who danced not just for joy, but for love. Her feet moved with the rhythm of the river, her heart beating in time with its gentle flow. She danced beneath the stars, wishing upon the 2 moons for a companion who would share her love for the forest magic. The river's voice grew softer, more melodic. Her wish was heard by the river itself, and as she danced, a gentle mist began to rise from the water. The mist took the form of a figure, a kind, gentle face, eyes full of wonder. It was Orion, a traveler who had wandered far from his homeland, searching for a place to belong. Orion had been drawn to the forest by its mysteries, and when he saw Lyriel dancing, he felt a pull in his heart, as if the river itself had called him. He watched her for a moment, mesmerized by her grace before stepping forward into the moonlight. Their eyes met, and in that instant the river whispered, "Two souls have found each other." Lyriel and Orion danced together until dawn, their hearts entwined by the magic of the forest. As they danced, the river continued to whisper, weaving tales of love, adventure, and discovery into the night air. The forest seemed to hold its breath, listening to the story that was unfolding before it. Elara listened with wide eyes, captivated by the river's tale. She could almost see the fairies, hear the music, and feel the magic in the air. The river continued. After that, night. and Orion